Greg, the Atlanta Hawks, a disciplined team. They've got the right coach in Mike Budenholzer. Wouldn't you agree?
I really do. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Offensively, they move the ball and they make the simple play. And defensively, they deny in transition and avoid cheap fouls. They really don't beat themselves.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. On the wings, it's Korver and Bazemore. Paul Millsap out there with Howard. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Now, here's Howard. He used that pick to get in close. Howard's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Hawks.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easy.
Young dishes to Vucevic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Schroeder against Abdul-Jabbar. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Howard. There's the dish to Korver. Here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Now, here is Young. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Abdul-Jabbar from beyond the arc and then some. Abdul-Jabbar's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Poked away. Here's Vucevic. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Excellent activity by Perez, really getting the opposition into trouble thanks to his effort and energy and hustle.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Back to Schroeder.
That's what you might be able
to. Bazemore. Schroeder dishes to Howard. 6 to shoot. To halt the run, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Yeah, and as a secondary option and a complementary player for them, I mean, he can guarantee he'll be involved later on if he keeps knocking down those shots here in the first quarter.
Here is Ibaka following the three by Atlanta.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Schroeder against Abdul-Jabbar. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here is Howard. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game. Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
The Hawks trail by 6. Knocked away. And Ibaka kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. A pull-up. Ibaka, no luck. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Korver passes to Schroeder. They're running. Young against Korver. He dishes it to Schroeder. They get it back. Howard. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Green. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. And a chance to compare steals versus fouls over the last 5 games and the season as a whole for Prez.
His steal numbers have really improved lately while he's managed to keep his fouls at a reasonable level. It's a terrific trend over this recent stretch of games. And if he can continue to play this kind of rugged but intelligent D, he'll be giving their opponents fits.
Schroeder kicks to Howard. Dishes it to Bazemore. They set the screen. Howard, the pass to Schroeder. 4 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. And here's Korver from the arc. Here's Millsap. And it's in there. Millsap's got his first basket of the night.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And you look at Paul Millsap, one of the hardest workers in the league. You see it in how much he's added to his game over the course of his career.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Millsap a screen on Green. Bazemore with it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And, you know, you talk about how hard Millsap works. You need that motor to be a star power forward at 6'8".
Yeah, on the court, battling bigger players in the weight room over the summer. His love for the game is beyond question.
Offensive rebound. Here's Schroeder. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Schroeder's got 5 now.
And Howard isn't just a banger down low. He also possesses outstanding vision to zip the ball over to the open man.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Shoots the 3, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Drops in the layup for 2. 12 points for him. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well,
way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than that. Remember,
he didn't care for.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Howard. 10th in field goal percentage, 13th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar following the bucket by the Hawks. On its way from Young for 2, and it's Orlando with another.
Young really talented and clever at running these pick and rolls. I mean, his IQ in these situations, exceptional.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 7, and the call will be against Prez. That's his first foul. And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kent Bazemore. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. He gives them a double-digit lead. And now it's an 11-point Magic lead.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Millsap. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game. Really fantastic decision by Prez there, charging into the lane and then nailing the high percentage shot.
Howard against Vucevic. And here is Howard. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. The 3 from Cephalosha. Dives for it. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Magic leading by 13. Ibaka wide open. He fires. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now here's Korver. Millsap kicks it over to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. And that misses badly. Air ball. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's stolen by Schroeder. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Abdul-Jabbar with it. And it's Howard picking him up. And Young kicks to Ibaka. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. So Orlando going with an almost entirely... Magic leading by 22. Abdul-Jabbar. He's in at the point. Green is out there with Gordon. And it's Young. And it's Biyombo at the 5 down low. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic. And the call will be against Prez. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Orlando Magic, they'd come in off a good outing against the Knicks in New York.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Knicks was outstanding. Just an incredible number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite feud by walking away with a quadruple double. He put up great...